Hello my dear students, welcome to SR ICSE English tutorial. Today's video I am going to explain you this class 9 ICSE poem Skimbleshank The Railway Cat by T.S. Eliot. So let's start. There is a whisper down line at 11:39 when the night's mail's ready to depart, saying Skimble, where is Skimble, has he gone to hunt the thimble? We must find him or the train can't start. So, in these 4 lines, we come to know about someone we don't know who is, because from the title we come to know that Skimble, from this title we come to know that he is a railway cat. But here they are only calling him by Skimble. So, he is only that character, let's assume. So, Skimble is the cat. Everybody is waiting. The train is due at 11:39 and it's night mail. Night mail, that is, will travel from London to Scotland. The destination of night mail is to reach Scotland and it's ready to depart. The train is ready, but everybody is saying that Skimble, where is Skimble? That means everybody is searching for Skimble the cat. Has he gone to hunt the thimble? Thimble is a type of a game. So, has he gone hunting for that game? We must find him or the train can't start. So, Skimble is so important that without his presence, if he is not to be found, then the train cannot, the night mail cannot start. All the guards and the porters and the station master's daughters. So, who all are searching? The guards, the porters and the station master's daughters. Not only station master but station master's daughters also. They are searching high and low. High and low means everywhere. Saying, Skimble, where is Skimble? For unless he is very nimble, nimble means fast. Until and unless he comes fast, then the night mail just can't go. So the night mail is all due, the train is ready, the guards are ready, the signal is also ready. But due to Skimble's absence, as nobody can find him and everybody is searching high and low, that means every nook and corner, the train, the night mail is waiting. The night mail is waiting for Skimbleshank. At 11:42, then the signal's nearly due. So, signal's nearly due, it's almost time for the signal, and the passengers is frantic to a man. Then Skimble will appear and he will saunter to the rear. He's been busy in the luggage van. So at 11:42, when signal is almost, it's almost time, rather it's beyond time. But we see that he appears just on time when everybody is anxious. Not only, in the previous lines we have seen that the guards, the porters, the station masters, but also the passengers are frantically waiting. Then Skimble will appear, he will saunter. Saunter means slowly he will stroll down to the rear. Rear means the back part of the train. Then Skimble will appear and he will saunter to the rear. He's been very busy in the luggage van of the train. The luggage van means here refers to the compartment where, mails and all. So then Skimble will appear, he will saunter to the rear. Here frantic to a man means growling anxiously. Frantic to a man. And he has been busy. Skimble is busy in the luggage van. Luggage van is that part of the train, that compartment where mails, letters and mails are carried. That part of the train. He gives one flash of his glass green eyes and the signal goes all clear. So he just gives one flash. He just blinks his eyes and his eyes color is glass green. And the signal goes all clear. That means when everything is clear, he has checked the train from the front to back and he has visited the luggage van also, that whether all couriers and mails are okay or not. Then he just blinks his eye, he gives one flash and then everybody understands that everything is clear, the train can go. And we are off at last for the northern part of the northern hemisphere. So it's traveling towards the northern hemisphere. You may say that by and large it is Skimble who is in charge of the sleeping car express. Sleeping car, the car has sleeping tires. It's a mail train, it will go far so people can sleep. From the driver and the guards to the bagmen playing cards. Bagmen are the people who are responsible for mailing bags. He will supervise them all more or less, so Skimbleshank will supervise everything. Down the corridor he paces and examines all the faces, so throughout the train corridors he will journey from every compartment and he paces, he moves slowly, examining all the faces present in the train of the travellers in the first and the third, whether the person is in the first class or the third class. Every compartment is carefully examined. He establishes control by a regular patrol. So he controls the train by patrolling. That means he guards the train by, patrolling, keeping an eye on everything. Next page. And he would know at once if anything occurred, and he will watch you without winking, and he sees what you are thinking. So he would know at once. He keeps a good patrolling. He sees everything, he checks everything, he keeps a good patrolling. He keeps everything in check. That is why at once he will come to know if there is any problem in the train. He will watch you without winking. That means his eyes are fixed and he sees what you are thinking. That means Skimbleshank has the capability of reading your mind, so he can see what you are thinking, and it's certain that he doesn't approve of hilarity and riot. Definitely he does not support any kind of joke, hilarity and riot. He does not want any fight also. Not a conflict, not a joke. So the folk are very quiet. So passengers, they travel very quietly. When Skimble is about and on the move, when Skimble is moving through the train, he is taking his rounds. You can play no pranks with Skimbleshanks. So prank or playing any kind of tricks is not allowed by Skimbleshanks. He is a cat that cannot be ignored. So very, very important line, that he might be a cat. Cat is, it's not a ferocious animal or not a wild animal. It's a very simple animal, small. So maybe Skimble is a cat, but you should not take him lightly. You should not ignore him. You should not underestimate him. So nothing goes wrong on the Northern Mail when Skimbleshank is aboard. So he is so strict. He keeps vigilance so strictly. His vigilance is so strict that nothing goes wrong. So when Skimbleshank is on board, everybody knows that there cannot be anything wrong. Next para. Oh, it is very pleasant when you have found your little den. Den means seat. The passengers are supposed to find their own seat with your name written upon the door. And the berth is very neat with a newly folded sheet, and there is not a speck means spot, of dust on the floor. So see how Skimbleshank keeps eye on hygiene and cleanliness. When passengers, they easily, and he is very systematic. How? Because he maintains the name list along with the seat number at the door of every compartment. So the passengers just tally their ticket number and they get their seats easily. So see how systematically he maintains everything. And then when they are about to sleep, they find the berth very neat, and every berth has newly folded sheet means fresh bed sheet. Fresh bed sheet, nicely washed and clean. Newly folded bed sheet, nobody is given dirty bed sheet, and there is not a speck, not a spot of dust can you see on the floor. There is every sort of light, you can make it dark or bright. So light facility is also there in the compartment, and switches are there. You can light or dark it. You can use the dark or the bright light, or you can darken it bit, means you can make it dim. There is a control. The light can be controlled with some switch or regulator is there for controlling the light. Either you can brighten up or you can darken it. There is a handle that you will turn to make a breeze. Then there is a sort of fan. If you turn the handle, then you will get the breeze. There is a funny little basin you are supposed to wash your face in, and a crank to shut the window if you sneeze. So crank here means a handle. So there is a funny little basin, so where you can wash your face, and then there is a handle. You can shut the window if you sneeze. If you sneeze means if you feel cold. If a cold air is coming, cold gust of wind is blowing, and if you feel cold and you keep on sneezing, you can just use that handle and close the window. Then the guards look in politely and will ask you very brightly, do you like your morning tea a weak or strong? Then after you have settled for the night, then the guards will come politely and ask that, will you want your tea? That means the passengers provides to have how the passengers wants to have their tea. Whether the tea should be weak means light tea or strong tea. But Skimble just behind him and was ready to remind him, see, though the guards have come and asked, Skimbleshank does not leave anything loose. He does not leave loose, or he is not slack. He does not go away, that because it is guard's job to ask the passengers whether they will take strong tea or light tea. He accompanies them. He keeps an eye on them also and remind him, for Skimble won't let anything go wrong. Skimble does not want any mistake from the part of railways. And when you creep into your cozy berth and pull up your counterpane means blanket, you ought to reflect that it is very nice to know that you won't be bothered by mice. So, passengers can relaxingly sleep throughout the night. They can have a peaceful sleep at night because there is no botheration of mice. Mice are not to be found in the compartment disturbing the sleep of the passengers, and passengers are also very relaxed. They don't worry. There is no botheration about mice. You can leave all that to the railway cat, all that the mice problem, the cat of the railway train, and that is Skimbleshank. In the watches of the night, he is always fresh and bright. That means Skimbleshank never looks tired. Though he patrols throughout the night, but every time you will find him fresh and bright. Every now and then he has cup of tea, and he keeps himself fresh with the help of cup of tea, with perhaps a drop of scotch. Scotch is a hard drink, while he is keeping on the watch. So people believe that he puts a drop of scotch in his tea and that keeps him fresh. Only stopping here and there to catch a flea. Flea is a type of insect, so Skimbleshank does not allow a flea also to enter the train. You were fast asleep at Crewe, and so you never knew that he was walking up and down the station. Up and down the station, every station. He walks up and down. Up and down means from the first compartment to the last compartment. Crewe is the name of a station. You were sleeping all the while he was busy at Carlisle. Carlisle is also name of the station. While the train is travelling from London to Scotland, these are the station which comes across. When he greets the station master with elation, when the station master appears at every station, he gets down, he meets the station master with elation, with happiness. But you saw him at Dumfries. Dumfries is also name of the station, where he speaks to the police if there is anything they ought to know about. They ought to know about is if there is anything related to crime. He also keeps that news, he also keeps that information, that if any crime has taken place, when you get to Gallowgate, there you do not have to wait, for Skimbleshanks will help you to get out. So Gallowgate is the final station where Skimbleshank will help you to get out. Get out means to get down from the train. He gives you a wave of his long brown tail and which says, I'll see you again. I'll see you again means goodbye. So he does not say that goodbye. His point is, I'll see you again. Now because he is a cat, he cannot speak. So he gives him a wave of his long brown tail. And that is the signal that I will see you again. You will meet without fail. You will meet without fail on the night mail, the cat of the railway train. The cat of the railway train. Those who are traveling, those who always travel in this midnight mail or the night express, they will or definitely meet this cat of the railways. So here the explanation ends. Now the main point is, this poem is a satire. Satire means indirectly criticizing someone, a wounding remark. T.S. Eliot actually wants to say that the railway people, there is a question mark in the sincerity of the railway people, in the patrolling, in see the neatness, the hygiene that Skimbleshank investigates into everything and how prim and proper he keeps the train. This is actually not done by the railway people. The railway officers or the railway in charges, they neglect their duties, and that is why a cat has to take up all the responsibility. Why a cat? He wants to, this is Eliot's message to the railway people, that they are not sincere in his duty. That is why a cat has to take up their place. These are the expectation of any passenger traveling in the train, spending his money. These are the minimum facilities which every railway should give to their passenger. So here this is satire in this sense, that railway people, they are neglecting their duties. Railway coaches, compartments are not well maintained, there is no vigilance, even crimes also take place. So that is why this poem he has written, in order to show the railway people that a cat, through a cat, he wants to, this is a message given to the railway, that sincerity is much needed thing in their duty, which is lacking. They lack in sincerity and there is no supervision. So this is the end of my explanation. Hope there will be no problem. If you have any problem regarding anything, please put your suggestion or your queries, whatever, in the comment box. Let me know what you want. And if you find this video useful, please share it with your friend, and don't forget to, for further videos, don't forget to put a like and do subscribe my channel. Thank you.